Good afternoon. My name is Jesse Carbajal, and I will be presenting part of our John Deere Tractor Production Report in collaboration with Quan Arduin, Ty Brock, and Kevin Woodward. John Deere is the top name in agricultural equipment and heavy machinery, coming in at 87 on the Fortune 500 list and founded nearly 183 years ago in Waterloo, Iowa. John Deere is magically on top of the market with its continuous innovations and implementations to their tractors, allowing for their customers to hold a higher value in their investments and retain them for decades. While John Deere has had a well grasp on the wants and needs of its user base, it is obvious that large-scale farming will soon be going fully autonomous, and major competitors like Case and Kubota have already started to roll out their fully autonomous models. John Deere has recently unveiled their own response to Case and Kubota's fully autonomous models, but still in the early development stages, and current specs reveal they are slowly playing catch-up in terms of power and features compared to their competitors. What we'd like to introduce today is the idea of constructing a facility where John Deere can develop, test, and manufacture these new generations of autonomous tractors in order to ensure they keep up and stay ahead of the agricultural market. This facility will demonstrate to the consumers, their stakeholders, and the competitors of their commitment to the future of autonomy and secure their place as the leading name in agricultural equipment.
In 1918, John Deere Model D tractor was the beginning of a new era. John Deere became the largest producer of agricultural machinery pumping tons of metal.
All right, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about the present day Waterloo Works in Waterloo, Iowa. Today, the John Deere factory at Waterloo is considered like top of the line. Waterloo has become synonymous with high quality goods, and they're world renowned. Today, Waterloo produces all of John Deere's large tractors, the 6, 7, 8, and 9 series. To give you some perspective, the 9 series engines go up to 620 horsepower. So we're talking some big tractors here. Waterloo splits their production into 3 distinct stages. The foundry, the drivetrain operations, and then the tractor cabinet assembly options. The foundry is pretty unique because Waterloo Works is the only ag manufacturer in the U.S. with its own foundry. Competitors like Case, Valtra, Massey Ferguson, they all have to either import or buy their steel from somewhere else. The drivetrain operations is exactly what it sounds like. This unit assembles all the drivetrain components, like the engine, transmission, power takeoff systems, that kind of stuff. And then finally, tractor cabinet assembly options. This is where everything else comes together for the tractor, but also where a lot of the customer customization is possible. John Deere is top of the line when it comes to customer customization. For example, from 2011 to 2012, there were 7,800 different variations of the 8R series tractors that were produced at Waterloo. And then a lot of those even were one-time builds. So when that tractor rolled off the line, it was the only tractor with that specific customization option that had ever been built. So there's truly some unique tractors that roll off the line there. And then a lot of this is due, a lot of this process is due to John Deere's move to lean manufacturing. Lean manufacturing is a manufacturing method that focuses on the reduction and elimination of waste in the production process. John Deere moved from what used to be a linear assembly system, very much like your typical conveyor belt, Henry Ford inspired assembly system where you put on the wheels here, you put on the paint here, and so on and so forth. The only problem with this is if there's ever a hiccup or a problem, a drive shaft snaps or a tolerance is incorrect, then the entire assembly line has to stop. So John Deere realized sometime in the 90s, the 80s and 90s, that this probably isn't the best way to do this. And they moved to lean manufacturing and moved to a more what they call a modular system, where sub-assemblies are assembled independently and then also tested. So even before transmission is put into the tractor, it's tested on its own to ensure that it's working correctly. That way, you don't have to tear apart a tractor. Everything's being tested before it actually goes into it, and then obviously there's tests at the end to ensure the tractor's working together as a unit. But this cuts down on a lot of those delays, and still ensures great quality. And then I put together just some of the technology that Waterloo uses that I thought was pretty impressive. Like for instance, at the foundry, X-ray technology is used to analyze chemical makeup, the density of each casting, make sure they're up to spec. And then right after that, they use coordinate measuring robots that are used to inspect pieces after casting. Excuse me. Robotic smart arms are used to assemble a lot of the drivetrain components. And each of these arms knows the exact placement of each bolt and then also the torque specs for each bolt. And then throughout the production process, the transportation of different work pieces is performed by automated machines. And then another piece of automation, robots inspect all the tolerances for all the castings and other components. Some of these are crazy small. Even at some info that I was looking at from 1980, if like for instance a valve or another small piece was off by a thousandth of an inch, that valve was thrown away. It was no good. So the precision of these robots is truly impressive.
Due to the high quality that John Deere provides, the company will keep going in the right direction. But humans work behind the machines have to be on the lookout. Precision agriculture, equipment plus technology and services. Better machine performance. Ensure machines function as expected. Maximize machine performance and uptime. Ease of use increases operating consistency. Better job performances. Achieve quality outcomes for each job. Coordinate machines to execute jobs more effectively and efficiently. Monitor jobs, progress, and adjust operational plans in near real time. Better ag decisions. Automate collection and transfer of data from the machines to the platforms with new technology that's being used today. Manage the farm from anywhere on any device.
All right, hey guys, my name is Kevin. I hope everyone's doing well. Today we're going to be talking about the new technologies John Deere is implementing in its products recently. And I know my group members already talked about it recently in their slides. I'm just going to kind of touch up on things. Originally, they were a machinery company, but now they want to take a different approach on technology, so they're implementing a smart technology company now. And at the 2019 Architecnica, JD introduces new interventions across 3 key areas that they want to focus on, which are electrification, autonomy through automation, and artificial intelligence. An example of electrification is an e-auto power transmission. In the e-power transmission, they're pretty much the difference between like a CVT and the e-auto power is that they replace the hydraulic components with electrical power pads. Way more efficient, costs less, and it's wear free compared to the CVT. And the CVT pretty much stands for controlled variable transmission. As for the autonomy through automation, one of the projects is a autonomous electric tractor. I think it was like slide 4. There's like 3 tractors on there. I think those are all autonomous electronic tractors. They feature pure electric drive, zero emission, changeable wheels and track, and have 500 kilowatts of power, and much more. Last but very not least, I found this one to be pretty interesting to me. They're also implementing AI functions into their products as well. And for those who don't know much about AI, pretty much AI is just having just a mind of your own, like a computer just having a mind. And so with John Deere, Volocopter they developed the Volo drone, and pretty much what it is, it's just a huge drone that's fully powered by lithium batteries. The flight can be pretty much 30 minutes per battery. It can be controlled remotely and automatically, and that's where that whole AI thing comes into play. They can pretty much do this without even looking at it, and it can run on its own, and you can map out however you want to do things. And the drone also has mounting features on it, so you can put even more accessories on it to do other things to help makes things go by faster. And that's it, guys.